Hello everyone, it's Mark again, and welcome to another episode of Things to Do inside when there's a pandemic outside. So we're on the 13th floor today, and I'm going to show you how to make a bowl that you just might use to hold all those strawberries that you just made. And it works out very nicely to make it out of a thicker type of paper rather than kame. This happens to be star dream paper. It's paper that's the same color on both sides, and it makes an elegant little model. But today I'm going to show you how to make it so that you could follow along better out of a piece of craft paper that I've cut out into a pentagon. And here it's white on one side and colored on the other. If you have a friend who needs a little help remembering how to make a pentagon, well, I made a video of the procedure for doing that. This model is designed by a brilliant origamist from Hong Kong. His name is Philip Shen, S-H-E-N, and he's done many geometric type models, and I thought that you, the members of EDOS, would enjoy seeing how to do this. So here's our hexagon. We're going to be working on the white side, and all of these existing creases that were made in cutting the pentagon from a square we're going to use. So don't worry about the existing creases. Now we're going to take each corner and we're going to fold it in, and we're going to fold it, flap, so that let's draw it out here. So here's the crease, and we want to fold it so that the line of the crease matches up the line of this crease, and we want to come close to the corners, but we definitely do not want to go over the corners. So you see, I'm going to leave a little space. And it's better to have a little too much than none at all. And we're going to do that with all 5 corners. Can you see the space? See, and you definitely don't want to overlap the corners, so we're going to back it out a little, like that. I made a lot of these models before I figured out that this is really rather important. Okay. So now we're going to flip the model over to the color side, and we're going to take the new corners and we're going to fold them the same way to the matching crease. But this time we can go all the way to the corner. See, all the way to the corner. And you notice what I like to do, I do this corner first, I match the creases up, and then I make sure that the crease the edge of the flap lines up with the crease. Okay, that's the second step. We folded in these second corners. Now you see this wedge shape. We're going to go through and we're going to make a crease right along the edge of the paper. And it's going to look like this. Here's the crease I made, and it's right along the edge. And it's on the right side. And we're going to do that all around. We only need to do the crease on the right side of the wedge or triangle. And you want to do this rather carefully because you want to go right along the edge of the paper, and that will allow you to make a very tight joint. Okay, now at this step you might want to, if you have a tongue depressor, or I'm going to use a pair of tweezers, it helps in assembling the rest of the model. The pointed sticks that we usually use are round, and they're going to, I think, be a little more trouble than they're worth. So if you have something flat, to, in your imagination, use as a little shoehorn, that's what we're looking for. So now what we're going to do is, I left out a step, sorry. We need to make 5 more creases. So you see these edges here? We're going to fold it up, and I made a new crease right here. And I'm going to do that all around. And it's rather easy to do because we have these edges as a guide. Okay, so I'm going to do this so that you can see it, but actually I think it's maybe a little easier to fold it with it away from you. That way you can look and see where you're tucking material into. So I'd like to open up this pocket, and then we're going to curl the paper the long way. Can you see that, Marita? Mm-hmm. And we're going to tuck that corner into the pocket. Of course, it's easier to do it when no one's looking. I got it. Good. Okay. So once you get it started in there, what you can do is go with your tweezers from behind and push it in all the way. And that's our connection. So we're going to go around and do all 5 situations, pushing the tab into the pocket. That one's a little wide for my taste, and I'd probably come back and redo it a little later. So I use the tweezers to make sure the tab is getting a good start, and then push it in. So I think I got 3 pretty good corners, and 2 I'll probably do over. But you see, when you do it with a piece of paper that is double-sided, the same color on both sides, those things don't show. So that's the bowl by Philip Shen, and I hope you enjoy that, and you now have a place to store your origami strawberries. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you're doing well.